You already know we had to change up a little bit of the scenery. Got to give you guys just a different look here and there. But, we got the, come on now. To get onto the topic, particularly to this video, I know on my overall YouTube content, I've had posted this video last year and this year pertaining to this particular topic. But I feel like just to give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth perception on how I feel pertaining to this topic, let's just go ahead and just get right into it. A lot of people tend to ask me, why don't I engage in smoking or drinking alcohol, right? And as far as those particular activities, for me, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm this perfect saint, because I know I'm not. When I was younger in college, I definitely engaged in those sort of activities. Now, not to the frequency of what the typical teen would do, but I tried it out, and for certain occasions, as far as parties and that sort of deal, yeah, I engaged in a little bit of drinking. But I've noticed very, very quickly that for me, that it wasn't an activity that in long term was going to benefit me for the long haul. All right. So just to give you guys more of a perception for me right now, for me, I don't care what y'all do. That's y'all business. You know what I'm saying? But for those that are wondering why I'm very adamant about this particular message, and I'm an advocate of just, no smoking, no drinking, is just solely just because for me, I like to remain sharp, right? What do I mean by sharp? I like to be socially aware as far as the environments that I'm currently in, right? So if I were to smoke, right, or if I were to drink, obviously I'd be under the influence, and as far as my sense of clarity is just non-existent. You're not as clear. You're just not as sharp. Let's just keep it a spade for a spade, bro. You're not as sharp. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, when it comes to certain environments, I like to know what's freaking going on and have this ability to sense when things are about to occur. Now, if I'm under the influence, the likelihood of me being that sharp is it's very slim. There's a lot of limitations and restrictions when you're under the influence, right? Now, I understand a lot of people like to do things for fun. Listen, I'm a guy of fun. I'm a big guy. I'm a big proponent of fun. I like to go out. I like to mingle. You know what I'm saying? I like to socialize. I like to do it all. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, I like to be aware. We're in a day and age where a lot of things can happen in a split second. That's just what it is. We're in a day and age where a lot of things can happen in a split second. So for me, being the man that I, envision myself potentially being, I don't think I'm quite there yet. I'm scratching the surface, but I'm not quite there yet. I want to be coherent. I want to have this sense of like, I know what's going to happen. I like to feel comfortable in my environment. So when I'm not sharp, when I'm under the influence, I'm not coherent, there's this bit of insecurity. I'm not secured within myself, right? So I always advocate towards the youth, like, hey, I don't think it'd be in your best interest to indulge in such activities. Why? It leads to a bad path. I've met one friend, right? One friend. He was a college roommate of mine that was very sharp, that understood his environment in its entirety, and that would indulge in smoking, right? Besides him, he's one of those that I would consider an anomaly, right? Besides him, everybody else, I noticed that as far as habit-wise, they tend to be lazy. They lack stability, you know what I'm saying? So they don't have a good sense of what is going on, again, with the laziness. And these were habits I've noticed which contribute to smoking and drinking. So I decided to take it upon myself to discontinue it, right? Now, I was a little bit hesitant as like, okay, what would my lifestyle, and don't mind the noise that's gonna go on. I'm on a college campus, so there's gonna be frequent noise here and there. But I was a little bit hesitant on the fact that, like, if I decided to discontinue these habits, right, or discontinue engaging in these activities, right, what would it look like for me if I were to be in a social environment? Like, that was one of my concerns for myself. And I noticed that I could still have fun. I was more socially interactive than ever without needing to engage in those activities at all. So if you are worried or concerned about being an outcast and standing out just because you're not engaging in those activities, bro, it's okay. You don't gotta indulge in absolutely everything. That's just being firm to what you believe and what you stand on. Me, that's just something that I'm willing to continue to progress in life, and understand that, like, I'm secure within myself. I don't need to indulge in such activities in order for me to feel comfortable, in order to engage with other people. No, I'm a firm believer of, this is what I stand for. This is who I am. And if you're not okay with it, then that's you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I noticed there was a lot more benefits for me not indulging in it. Like, listen, guys, I'm gonna make it very simple. There are far more benefits of not drinking than drinking. Let's just be honest here. There are far more benefits of not smoking marijuana than smoking marijuana. Let's just keep it a spade for spade here. Now, I know this might not be the topic that's ideal for this current generation, but for me, I don't care what a lot of people are gravitating towards. I'm a big man of integrity. You know what I'm saying? So for me, doing the right things matter to me the most. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it might not be something that's admired by the masses, but I'm gonna utilize my platform, right, to disperse a good message. Those are things that I care about. Doing the right things, making sure that the youth gets to the material and absorbs it for its entirety. That's what I care about. I don't care about what's cool. I don't care about what's the norm. I don't care about what's common. I don't care about the average. What I'm doing is not what the average person is doing. Majority of people are indulging in such activities, and that's them. But for me, I'm gonna do what's right for me, and I'm gonna step out of the norm. And that's what I'm advocating towards you guys. Do what's right. If you're listen, what I've noticed within setting my goals, and this all contributes to the overall theme of this video. I noticed within setting my goals, what are things that are going to be a hindrance of me accomplishing these goals, right? And me being an athlete, former collegiate athlete at that, I noticed that would me contributing to these activities contribute to, or be the outcome of me becoming successful in whatever discipline I was in. Once I noticed very quickly that's not going to help me in that realm, right? I'm going to discontinue whatever is going to hinder me. And that's what a lot of you guys are not realizing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, again, for those that are wondering why this is why I don't do it. It's very simple. I continuously get asked this. So it's like, maybe if I come up with this video and have a more in-depth perception and elaborate on why I think or believe or stand firm on what I stand firm on, this is it. This is what it is. And I'm glad, I'm happy that I'm becoming the man I'm becoming. And that's something that I want men to be better men, or boys becoming men. You feel what I'm saying? Once you let go of your, vices and have this sense of control, a man of control is a very superior man. So if you understand, hey, right, like let me break it down for you guys. With a man being in a good sense of self-control, if you control your vices, mentally, you have the strength to accomplish a lot of things. So if you cannot let go of marijuana, you are not in control. If you can't let go of alcohol, you are not in control. Therefore, you're not a man of stability. You're just not. You're not. Your vices control you. Your vices are taming who you are. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, I decided to let go of those vices and embrace on this path of full control. Understand that I'm that man. It's your boy.